Hi, my name is Joanne Blinko. I'm the Learn Case Management Advisor. I'm also the Alberta Elder Abuse Awareness Council Coordinator.
My name is Kenyon, and I'm a constable with the Lethbridge Police Service, and I'm in our Community Resource Unit. Part of my responsibility and my role within the service is I am a liaison between Learn and the Lethbridge Police Service.
So what we're going to get started with is the definition of what we see elder abuse being.
So elder abuse is defined as any action or inaction by a person in a trusting relationship that causes harm and distress to an older adult. Categories include physical, emotional, psychological, financial, sexual, medication, and neglect.
So who commits elder abuse? So the focus that Jamie and I have is specifically within a family or a caregiver. We don't deal with residential facilities or lodges. We are staying focused on adult children, family members, grandchildren, a special friend or a relationship, or an appointed caregiver. What we're going to go through now are the different types of elder abuse. They are financial, physical, emotional and psychological, verbal, sexual, neglect, and the misuse of medication.
And some warning signs of financial abuse: significant withdrawals from elders' accounts, sudden changes in the elder's financial condition, items or cash missing from the senior's household, suspicious changes in wills, power of attorney, titles, and policies, addition of names to the senior's signature card, financial activity the senior couldn't have undertaken, such as an ATM withdrawal when the account holder is bedridden, unnecessary services, goods, or subscriptions.
Unfortunately, this is the area that we are finding that seniors in this community are most impacted by. Next, we're going to get into warning signs of a physical abuse. As a social worker working with seniors in the community, that's where Jamie and I's partnership is so critical. If we're dealing with a situation of physical abuse, that is something where we would do together to be able to support the senior in a situation that has occurred. So some of the warning signs to look for are unexplained injuries, such as bruising, welts, scars, especially if they appear on the two sides of the body. There may be broken bones, there may be sprains and dislocations. We look for broken eyeglasses or frames, a loss of change or mobility, or the caregiver's refusal to allow anybody to see the elder alone. And we've come across situations like that.
Next are the warning signs of emotional and psychological abuse. Some of those signs are making threats to do something to the older adult or to someone the person cares about, treating them like a child, not allowing them to make decisions for themselves, showing fear of certain family members, withdrawing, seeming depressed, seeing the senior ignored, seeing them being isolated, thinking they won't get to see grandchildren if they don't adhere to the demands, domestic violence complexities.
Again, another area that is high, that seniors are not often wanting to disclose information because it's a family member or a caregiver that they are in a position of being supported by. So it truly impacts the seniors in our community or across the country, across the world, where we're looking at how a senior and elder abuse is being viewed. Another situation that we've come across is some warning signs about verbal abuse. So comments that are being said like, "You are worthless," "Let me put this in simple terms even so that you can understand," "You screwed this up again, can't you do anything right?" Seriously impacting the senior in a situation where for many years of their life they've been very competent, very comfortable in the things that they're doing. And when we look at seniors, they have a lot of skills, they have a lot of experience, they have a lot of history, they have situations that they've encountered in their lifetime before where they've managed very well. Part of the abuse piece comes from a situation where the son or daughter or the grandchild is using this as a means to be able to impact the senior in a way that's extremely negative.
And next we'll talk about the warning signs of sexual abuse. There could be bruises in sensitive areas, unexplained fearful behaviors, having problems walking or sitting, developing a sexually transmitted disease, and relationship or power imbalances.
Okay. The next area that we look at, and these areas that Jamie and I are going through have been defined as the types of abuse that are being used across the province, across the country, and even internationally. So when we look at warning signs of neglect, we don't look at self-neglect. When we look at neglect, that means somebody imposing something against someone else. We may see situations where there is a weight loss or malnutrition or dehydration. They might have bed bugs or soiled bedding and clothes or bed sores. They may be left dirty or unbathed for periods of time. Unsuitable clothing or not appropriate covering for the weather. They may be in unsafe living conditions where there might not be any running water or no heat, or there's situations where there's fire hazards. Those are some indications of neglect.
And also medication abuse. Some warning signs would be memory problems, changing in sleeping habits, groggy or dopey behavior, irritability, sadness and depression, unexplained chronic pain, changes in eating habits, wanting to be alone often, and losing touch with their loved ones.
Some of the situations that we would have encountered along the way is that a senior is being over-medicated or their medication is not being given to them. So it's really concerning if there's heart conditions, if there's a real strong need for that medication that is going to impact that senior. So what can you do? So being part of the Alberta Elder Abuse Awareness Council, there's a program called Neighbors, Friends and Families, and please look it up online. What they look at is that it does take a community to make a difference, and that is the three areas that they look at: see it, name it, and check it. So again, it's Neighbors, Friends and Families. See it means recognize the warning signs. So the information that we have provided to you, here's some of those warning signs. Name it, talk to the older adult. Is everything okay? Are you upset? Please don't use any names, but let the senior talk about their situation. And then check it, the last piece, tell someone. Please give us a call at Learn to be able to help a senior in a situation where they might be concerned. One of the other pieces is that we do not provide information about who our referral source is. The information is left confidential. When we're providing supports, we will say someone in the community made a report, and what we've noticed is that those are people who are caring about the senior. They're worried and they're concerned about what's happening. So again, what can you do? See it, name it, check it. It's called Neighbors and Friends and Families. There's programs throughout the province on the program, and if you're interested in the presentation, please call to Alberta Elder Abuse Awareness Council and they will provide that presentation. As a kind of wrap up, we know that the work that we're doing, ageism factors into things. Sometimes there are feelings that a senior isn't capable of doing something, but we know that their experience, their strengths are things that we take a look at. And so it's important to reach out to be able to know that ageism means a number. It doesn't mean that somebody isn't capable or that in any way that their life, it doesn't matter or shouldn't have the same value as anybody else in the community. Please report. Silence is not an option. Reach out to us if you need. The telephone number is 403-394-0306. It's a confidential line, and Alexis's voice will be at the other end of the telephone. Thank you for listening for us today, and we hope we have been able to provide to you some indicators of what elder abuse is and provide more information. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Heather Bursa. I am the Learn Network Coordinator, and I'm also the Senior Systems Navigator Team Lead. So the final component of the presentation that we wanted to provide today was acknowledgement of the network, the Learn Network work, which has been operational for quite some time. What the network is a collection of community agencies who serve seniors and who are interested in collaborating on how to support seniors in difficult times. I just wanted to draw attention to some of the agencies that have been part of the network, the Learn Network, for quite some time, and acknowledge the commitment that they've made to supporting seniors in the community. Those agencies include Lethbridge Police Service, LSCO, Canadian Mental Health, the YWCA, Norbridge Senior Centre, Office of the Public Guardian and Trustee, the Alzheimer's Society, Lethbridge Family Services, Chinook Sexual Assault Center, Victim Services, Service Credit Union, CIBC, ATB, Green Acres Foundation, DVAT, the Domestic Violence Action Team, Lethbridge Housing Authority, and MMH Law Firm.